Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kick Your Run Kingdom, where basically this should be the true final part of the whole entire story in regards to Beast-Yeast, because here's the thing. Technically, the story is all done, but there's two things that we need to deal with, which this part, being the Plane of Silence, I've already done. The last part I need to do is, are these bonus levels right here, which this part basically entails, you know, what happened after Silent Salt, like, contained the beast once again with the chains. But this part should be everything that happened from White Lily Cookie's point of view, because if you want good signature from this, look at, honestly, a good representation is how the levels look. Like, for example, every one of the main path is just like this dark red representing the dark enchantress stuff. This yellow, like brownish color, it more represents Espresso Cookie's timeline. These ones being more of a dark and purple represent Silent Salt, and obviously these ones being a nice, you know, gentle sort of lime green, somewhat minty, is representing White Lily Cookie. So this is what she's planning to go through, and this is how she comes in contact with, you know, the Avatar of Destiny, because, you know, I guess that's how she manages to, you know, summon the portal and whatnot. So we'll go through this in this video, and then after that, at least in regards to this story, unless if I need to do any like more difficult mode stuff, that is it. There's nothing else to do. So with that being said, while I do this, at the end of the video, I will be reading comments from the video of mine being The Beast Find Out the Truth from Beast-Yeast, which, ironic that we're doing this while we're doing Beast-Yeast, but still, if you want to leave your question and comments down in the comment section below for me to read at the end of the videos, feel free to do so, because it could be random questions, comments, facts, and it doesn't matter as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day. So immediately, Destiny's Plan. This is a normal, we'll see if we can go through all these in normal mode, just because, you know, umps up the challenge, and also I think it'll make it more unique. And oh, do we have Menthol and Seltzer on the team? Or was it just Menthol? So are these the events after, no, it's just Menthol. These are events after Premonition of Doom? In the past.
So this is the Cathedral of the St. Pastry Order. According to Pastry Cookie, a mystical angel resides here, one who serves as a bridge between the devotees and the deities they worship. Deities of great hands, mountain-like hats, and long shadows. They must be connected to the witches somehow. To stop myself from using the witches' magic, I must find clues about their power here. If I reach this messenger of the Almighty, I'm certain I will have a lead. I must hurry. Even at this very moment, my plans continue to unfold. How strange. This is supposed to be the Order's greatest sanctuary. Why isn't there a single cookie in sight?
By the way, if you missed it, when she said my plan, she's obviously referring to Dark Enchantress Cookie, because, you know, same cookie, but she put little quotation marks over my, because it's not really her plans, technically.
Cold and lifeless, and I sense a strange energy from within, as if space itself is warping. What could have happened here? I should go and see for myself.
You there! You mustn't enter the cathedral. What brings you here?
Oh, what a relief it is to find a priest of the Order here. Hello, my name is White Lily Cookie. A great evil is looming over the cookie world. I came here to find a way to stop it. The mystical being known as the Providence's messenger. They are my only lead. Can I meet them?
The Providence's messenger? You seem to be unaware of what transpired here. I'm afraid to tell you that this creature was never a messenger.
What happened here?
Well,
And we shall fulfill our destiny.
May the Creators watch over you.
Your Eminence!
All those cookies, the Avatar consumed them. After that day, the Order effectively collapsed. All that remained were wounded, scarred cookies with nowhere to turn to.
Such horror. So, where are they now?
Follow me.
You did so well eating today. I'm relieved. I know it's hard to swallow the jellies, but you must eat well to recover your dough.
Easier said than done. Our lives have been nothing but hell since that terrible day.
Why? Oh, Why? I was faithful more than anyone here. But now...
My dough aches so much. I wish to sleep.
Back then, we called that horrifying being our savior. Our holy avatar. Seltzer Cookie and I were devout believers. Yet we led the cookies astray with misguided faith. That is why we believed staying here to aid those in need would be a way to atone for our sins. Even if just a little.
Yes, that alone would be atonement for Brother Menthol Cookie and I.
Atonement.
We managed to seal off the nave, where the monster resides, to prevent further loss of cookie lives, and have been guarding the entrance ever since.
Which means this avatar is still inside?
After that fated day, a massive dimensional rift appeared in the nave. Those who clung to the false teachings approached it, only to be pulled into the void. Many cookies were swallowed by the rift, before Brother Menthol Cookie could seal it with magic. The others, they never returned. Oh gosh!
I can sense your anguish. Your dough and souls have been through so much.
The creature is likely still inside the rift. A powerful force has been trying to break my sealing magic from within. I'm worried how much longer it can hold.
All right then. I shall face this avatar myself.
Oh, huh?
No. Every cookie who approached it was devoured, and none ever returned.
This entity emerged from the dimensional rift, a place populated by the vengeful spirits of those abandoned and tormented by the witches. It must be connected to the witch's magic somehow. I need to uncover its true nature. Only then can I find a way to save the cookie world. And as long as the avatar's rage and resentment remain, it will continue trying to break free. That is why I must guide it.
Guide it? But how? Huh? Oh, the sound came from the sealed nave! Oh, Almighty! I have arrived!
Oh, godly creators, deliver us!
No! Not these fanatics again! I must deal with them at once. Sister Seltzer Cookie, stay and protect the wounded.
Yes, Brother Menthol Cookie! Please be careful.
You think White Lily would also... I guess maybe she's also just standing
Onward.
back, just going like, alright, let me also help
For
heal these people or
freedom.
something. But like, you'd think she'd also help Menthol to some extent, just going like, oh, you got a lot of like crazy fanatics?
Rest in
I know a thing or
crumbs.
two. I know a thing or two about those. Let me help deal with them too.
Silence.
Can these little sword swingers stop? Thank you. Silent Sultan knows how to deal with a sword swinger because he's got his own. Alright, let's just patiently walk ourselves upwards because there's definitely nothing else that could be in our
Onward.
way. Oh my gosh, of course there are.
Rest in
Anyway, this should just nuke them all. There we go, perfect. So basically, just to atone for their sin, they're basically hospitalizing all the other ones who managed to survive without...
One step closer to the end.
I was going to say without much intact, and ooh, legendary one. With not much damage intact, while also a decent amount of damage, because even some of them said that they couldn't sleep through the pain, which is terrifying to think about. But at least they're doing their due diligence to some extent, because we have to follow Destiny's plan and try and get this Avatar Destiny on our side. I mean, obviously we ended up doing it, but you know how it is. I do kind of like these little extra side bits of story, though.
It's here! Oh, this is where the great divine is! Oh, there must be a path that leads to our godly creators inside!
Stop right there! You have no idea how dangerous this is!
Those who stand in the way of the divine are nothing but heretics! Yes, just like them!
Oh, godly creators, grant me permission to stand beside you. There are too many of them.
The seal is breaking! No! Oh no! The seal!
Souls emerging from the rift are dragging those cookies in.
No, no, no! I must hurry and restore the seal! May they find eternal rest! The power of the rift. It's too strong. I cannot. So, this is how it ends. Sister Seltzer Cookie. Everyone, forgive me, for I could not protect you.
Go forth!
White Lily Cookie!
You are safe. I managed to seal the rift. But like I said before, it is only a matter of time before the Avatar breaks free. Sealing it will not be enough. It will only deepen the resentment of souls within it. And the same disaster will repeat, over and over again.
Spirits and monsters from the rift are attacking the cookies!
Oh no! We can't let them run away!
Sister Seltzer Cookie and the rest are in danger! We need to do something fast!
That something is fighting
Onward.
them. Like, I'm sorry, there's no other way to put it in perspective. If they start swinging hands, then swing hands back.
Crumbs.
Like, no offense, but this is kind of like always the way that we've done it around these cookie run parts. They start trying to fight.
Onward.
Cool.
Freedom!
Press buttons and attack.
This is your
That's how I've dealt with things for the most part. How are you still there? Get out of here. Alright. So that's done. I think there's only one more level for Destiny's Plan, because I think it goes up to Destiny's Plan 3, which after this, what the plebos do we have to fight? The souls that come
All
out?
in their
That's
great
the only
design.
thing that I can think of. Unless we also have to fight the Avatar Destiny again, which then leads into the soul of the Avatar. But maybe the soul of Avatar is like how he reached the Avatar Destiny. And then we're like, oh, we need to ask a favor for them. Like, hey, could you help us? Beast of Silence, like we find out where Silent Soul Cookie is, and Fate a Moment, that's when we come in and merge. And then after that, that'll be this whole entire session of Beast-Yeast finally done. The Devourer of the Rift! Oh shoot, I didn't even get a chance to look at that boss. Oh, that's my mistake. What the pleb? Wait, is that a separate beast by itself, the Devourer of the Rift? Or is that part of the Avatar Destiny?
Stay behind me.
You!
Thank goodness I'm not too late. Wait, you were supposed to come as the successor to Sister Seltzer Cookie and I.
Yes, I suppose so. It looks like something terrible has happened to the Order while I was away.
Pastry cookie!
I have so many questions, but now's not the time for sharing pleasantries. Let's deal with these monsters first.
Over there! A giant one!
All those creatures, they've merged into one.
We have no time. There are cookies in grave danger.
Well, if they're in grave danger, let's put them back in the grave, considering their spirits. Oh, and also, I just realized Pastry Cookie's on the team
Onward.
now. Instead, instead of Menthol, which you think at this point, you think a lot of, like, necessary cookies would be kind of stuck on the team, like Seltzer, White Lily, and, like, a bunch of others. But, well, I guess those are kind of the primary ones. But, like, I guess, like, Pastry's coming in clutch. Let's shush the beast up. Which, by the way,
This is your
I realize this is like normal mode, so I can't
corrupted
just press a button and they
beast.
go away. I have to press all the buttons and they'll go away. Which, yes, that makes a big crippling difference. If only I'd done these levels in normal mode before, but then again, I just want to make sure that I didn't fail a level and like cause a disruption in the videos. But anywho, we now have the soul of the Avatar, which this is just a cutscene, so we don't have to mess about fighting a bunch again. Thank everything, we could just lie back and relax, technically.
Finally, it's over.
Thank you so much, Pastry Cookie. We wouldn't have stood a chance against the Rift monsters if it weren't for you.
White Lily Cookie, I knew I'd find you here, but those creatures... What on earth, Bread, happened here?
That's... The seal remained broken for some time. But thanks to White Lily Cookie's spell, we were able to prevent a greater catastrophe.
Like I said earlier, this is only a temporary solution. The rift will grow bigger, and the seal won't hold for long.
This is bad. What should we do?
I'm going into that rift.
Preposterous! Did you forget what we had to deal with?
My mind hasn't changed. I need to meet this holy avatar that is causing this rift.
There is nothing holy about it.
I know. I merely needed a name to refer to it. When the seal broke, and the rift opened for a brief moment, I was able to hear its voice. This is an entity formed from countless souls, abandoned by the witches, forsaken and tormented. Their rage and resentment toward the witches have already grown so immense that it tore through the fabric of space-time itself. This being will not be stopped until their grievances are resolved, and the cookie world will ultimately be consumed by despair, spiraling into endless chaos. But there is a way to stop this calamity. Dark Enchantress Cookie seeks to reshape our world with the witch's magic. I shall lead this being to her and unleash its rage. If this is possible, then there is still hope left for Earthbread. There's no time to waste. I must press forward. The fate of Cookie Kind hangs in the balance.
Well, immediately we're just given access to the favor, which this should be the scene where White Lily finally could get down the stairs. Getting down the stairs one at a time, just like up. Can I go on the pillar? Well, I could just go in front of the lancing, I think. Okay, never mind. Okay, why am I having fun? This is a serious time. This is a serious time to be confronting a giant thing.
As I suspected, the power of the rift is surging violently, pushing against the seal I cast. This seal won't last much longer. I must go inside the rift. Only then can I prevent it from spreading further and guide the entity within it.
White Lily Cookie, is there truly no other way? This is far too dangerous.
Once you enter the rift, there is no coming back. Even if the slightest thing goes wrong, it will spell your end.
I know. I've thought long and hard about this, and I'm scared too. But this is the only way. If it were me, I would have made the same decision. This is the path to my atonement.
Atonement.
I'm afraid there's no turning back now.
Pastry Cookie, I have a favor to ask of you.
A favor? What is it?
We must deliver the being within the rift to Dark Enchantress Cookie. But if I enter this rift, I won't be able to get out on my own. Right now, Dark Enchantress Cookie is the only one who possesses the power to open rifts between dimensions. So, we need to make her open the rift herself. When that moment comes, I'll make the being leave the rift. But I will need someone who can keep it open. The only one who can deceive Dark Enchantress Cookie is Silent Salt Cookie. I need you to do something for me. Deliver this plan to him.
Very well.
And there is one more thing. Please make sure my friends receive these. The truth is, this plan might fail. There is a chance that I never make it back out. And even if this plan succeeds, I may never be able to share my story with my friends again. But there is something they must know. So please, make sure these letters reach them. And this box is for Golden Cheese Cookie. I'd love to deliver it personally, but I'm afraid that won't happen. It's something very important that took me a long time to find. Please make sure she receives it.
Very well. Consider it done.
Thank you so much. Well then, goodbye.
Unthinkable.
I must hurry. There's not a moment to waste. Menthol cookie, seltzer cookie, take care of this place. I must go to the catacombs of silence.
So the promise was actually to pastry cookie from White Lily going like, which that's interesting because honestly, I feel like if there's one cookie who detested anything that White Lily did in regards to her plans or not, it was Golden Cheese. So it's interesting how she says they have letters to all of the ancient cookies, but she says that there's an actual gift for Golden Cheese cookie specifically, which I don't know exactly what it is, but could it be like soul cheeses or soul essences of like the past people of her kingdom that can come back to fruition? It's definitely going to be interesting once we see the next update, because there's no doubt in my mind, the next update is going to be like, well, there's a term for this. There's a term for war, whenever a war ends, and there's like some sort of a term, like post-war, something like that. Just post-war in general. Obviously, the next update is going to focus on that, but I'm very curious how they would go about from it. But whatever the case is, we have the Beast assigned, so I'm assuming we don't know, I guess off, unless if it's like Fated Moment, that's when it happens. But like Beast of Silence, I guess this is when Silent Salt gets the message from Pastry, and that's when the charge happens, you know.
Very well. I see. I will stand watch over the tides of war in Beast-Yeast. When fate decrees the hour, I shall lead my knights into battle.
I must go now and deliver these items to the ancient heroes.
Wait. One moment.
What is it?
The heroes must not know of this plan until the war has ended.
What do you mean? White Lily Cookie asked me to deliver these to the ancient heroes, and I made a promise I would. She's currently trapped within the rift and cannot escape on her own. The heroes are expecting White Lily Cookie to join and fight alongside them. Her sudden disappearance will not be understood. And that is precisely why I must... What is the meaning of this?
You cannot leave. Stay here until the war is over.
What?
The ancient heroes are special to White Lily Cookie and Dark Enchantress Cookie. Should they know the truth, it would introduce an unforeseen variable. Such a major event could bring change to Dark Enchantress Cookie's plans and potentially prevent her from opening the rift herself. Should that come to pass, White Lily Cookie will be trapped for eternity. This world will be reduced to chaos and ruin, with not a single spark of hope left behind. I know your intentions are well meant. However, now is the time to stay silent.
How could you?
You must understand, or I will have no choice but to stop you by force. For I, too, am a fallen beast of silence.
I mean, to be fair, knowing Pastry Cookie, she would probably gonna go ahead, like, if he didn't do that, she would have probably tried her best to tell the Beast anyway, but then again, that was smart on Silent Salt Cookie's, you know, aspect, considering, like, there's a chance that, like, maybe, like, the letter, even that box, could have been presented and shown to Dark Enchantress, which would have caused her to never open a rift, which maybe it would cause her plan to fail. However, in that same aspect, Dark Enchant, like, White Lily Cookie would never be seen again, because they'd be stuck in the rift, because I don't think the Avatar of Destiny could open the rift themselves. But whatever the case is, let's see how all this ties up in the last cutscene here being a Fated Moment.
I can barely see what's ahead of me. My head is spinning. I'm losing consciousness. I can feel it. It's hatred. It's chaos within. But I felt this before. When I fell into the dough at the banquet of the witches, the suffering of being mixed together with countless tormented souls. Dark Enchantress Cookie. She was born from the convergence of countless cookie souls. Yet at the same time, she is a cookie who is myself. Will this plan work? Will I be able to hold out? It hurts. It hurts. What am I doing this for? No. I must endure. I must fight this. The freedom I so desperately sought. My freedom. And the fate of this world hangs in the balance. How many days has it been since I entered the rift? No, not days. Months? Or perhaps years. Time and space have twisted beyond recognition in here. My sense of time, myself, they keep crumbling away. Will I ever make it out of here? Will I see my friends again? I wonder what they think of me. My mind is getting hazy. I'm desperately hanging on to my thoughts. But this sensation, it feels as if my entire dough is crumbling to pieces. No, I must hold on. For me. For you. For everyone.
Yes! The rift has finally opened! That's Silent Salt Cookie's Knights of Kalanamic! They did it! I must lead the Avatar of Destiny out of the rift! Come forth, spirits! Let us go! For true freedom!
And that's the whole story done. Which, to be fair, it does entirely explain why look at all the cutscene bubbles all around this place. And as far as I know, I think there's no more things to be left like amiss. Everything should be fully finished here. Which, like I mentioned before, this does explain White Lily Cookie's disappearance as to why she wasn't there. She was trying to get to the Avatar of Destiny, which meant she was trapped in a rift for possibly months. But the thing is, because of that, she couldn't get out. But because of that rift, she was finally able to get back out. And she couldn't even explain what was going on because she was busy inside the rift. You can't do anything while stuck inside of a rift. But because of that rift that Dark Enchantress Cookie opened, that was the biggest downfall she could have done to make her plans go destroy. But then again, at that case, is there really no other way to open a rift? Like, of course it will require a powerful cookie, but like, I don't know, because weren't other like normal disciples able to do it back at the what is it, that altar place? I don't know. I guess they temporarily sealed it shut, but it's weird to think about it now. But then again, now the whole entire story is finally fully complete. There's nothing else to go about. We just have to wait until the next update just to see, you know, what the pleb is going on. And now that I'm finally done with this plebbing story that's filled with so many emotions and whatnot, not only can I go eat, but I can also spend some videos doing cookie chat, because that would be really fun. But with that being said, before I end this video off, I'll read a few comments from this video over here, you know, Beast find out the truth, and just get on with it. So, there's a comment from Cat Clown saying Pom Pom Dough Cookie, you know, Pom Pom Dough Cookie. This is a response to the comment question of the day, which I feel like I'm saying who's the best in the dough cookies. Like Truth of the Clues also says Venom Dough 100%. And also, Gamer Osuna says, I like all three of them, but if I had to choose, I'd say Venom Dough. There's a lot of comments in this video, so be sure I can get through like some... I'll get through as many as I probably can. But Ruby Cupcake just said Shadow Milk Kebab. That is so rude, but he deserves it. Marshall Activity also says, I shall make all three of them stronger. Their dough's stronger. Well, I guess if you give him some XP jellies, then yeah. Charlie Wood Thomas does say Pom Pom Dough Cookie. I do like how, like, you know, it seems like the love for each cookie seems spread, but wait, have I seen any for Mold Dough? I feel like Mold Dough needs more love. Like, Make-A-Verse Colon says Pom Pom Dough Cookie, no contest. Sheesh. And also, Mystic Flower says, I'm too tired. I'm sorry, get some sleep or something. But Shauna Morano says, Pom Pom Dough Cookie. I'd give her a hug if she didn't crumble. And holy macaroni, Burning Spice Cookie is covered in poisonous liquid mercury. I thought that was funny, if I'm being honest. But Lennon Diod also says, I live Venom Dough. Okay. And Crack Thunder Prime says, Pom Pom Dough. And... honestly, surprisingly, not many comments from Mold Dough. I'm kind of shocked. Like, for example, this Theo Star says Venom Dough Cookies, goated. Also, Mega Phoenix says, Question of the Day, Venom Dough. Wanda DeSalem also says Venom Dough Cookies, my new favorite super epic. And oh, look at that. Petro Pepe says Mold Dough Cookie. I like how he acts like the older brother of Pom Pom Dough Cookie. And the beast suffered so much damage, like Mystic Flower was electrocuted, Burning Spice covered in liquid mercury, Eternal Sugar Cookie got burned, Shadow Milk got stabbed, and, plus all the emotional damage. Also, the emotional damage goes to Silent Salt, let's be honest. Also, Mythic Tart just says, by the way, Burning Spice Cookie was covered in mercury by Mercurial Knight. Yeah, I knew that, no worries. That was just funny. I think I made a meme about that. Legit. Also, it's Caitlin Got to Moonlight says, Crush of the Day, Pom Pom No Cookie. Sweet Cookie. Just very pained. Oh my gosh. I'm like getting whiplash from the story that we just went through. Sonic Gamer says, man, you record much further in advance than I thought. Oh, trust me. If you think this is further in advance, wait until you see all these videos. Zeja also says, I will make the Avatar Destinies part of White Lily Cookie. I will say the Avatar says we part White Lily on Cookie Run 15th anniversary live stream is said. Well, I guess it does make sense because, she is ending up guiding it, but it's because it has to do with all the fallen cookies that, both Dark Enchantress and White Lily encountered, so yeah. Anyway, Malik Eunice also says almost done. Well, I'm done with this story, I guess. And also, Scott and Monstein Jr. or something says, I would say Moldo is my favorite right now. That's sweet. I'm at least glad that we got a little bit of Moldo love, but for now, we can finally end the story off because everything is now finally done. So I could just scroll on my social medias again just to see anything. So I won't be deteriorated by, well, unless if there's like some cutscene within like the side that like I completely missed out on. I don't bloody know. But with that being said, if you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it. And also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And down below in the description, you can see all my social media links on my card website, where all plebs. You can buy some merchandise at the pleb market. And if you want to become a pleb yourself, you can become your YouTube. You can become a YouTube member for $1 a month. But above all else, I'll see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese. I want to give a big shout out to the plebs, aka the members who are supporting the things that I do, being Eduardo Premental, Casual Gaming, Jojo Sands, and Wavy Plays Games. Thank you all so much for all the love and support, and I'm hoping that we can keep on going forward together.